instruments and crushing the cipher. 200 efforts, freestyle exemplary. All right, we're trying a different browser here, so we'll see how this browser works versus Google. We'll see how this one works versus Google, man. So good morning, everybody. What time is it? It's only 10 a.m. in the lovely Las Vegas, Nevada. Might not be a lot of people in here because they're still sleeping because they were up picking up McDonald's till 4 in the morning probably, but we're here, so let's do what we got to do. Hopefully y'all are doing something productive on your Sunday. Hopefully something productive on your Sunday. Oh, guess what? Roy got called a hypocrite again. Roy got called a hypocrite. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Hello? Anybody out there? Hello? Anybody out there? Let's see if we can do something here. Over here. Is there anybody out here we can do a review on? Let's do some review videos today. I saw Dino did some stuff. Let's look at what Dino has to say. Oh, here we go. Saying it like it is for Dino. Let's see. Uh-oh. What? W2. Uh-oh. Let's see. What do we got? Let's try this one. All right. It gets funny according to Dino. So let's see what Dino has to say. What's up, Jaded? How you doing? Out there working? All right, let's go watch a Dino. See what Dino has to say. Let's talk some shit about Dino. Yeah. Now we're not going to talk shit. We're going to check him. Let's see what he has to say. Well, we're trying a different browser. We'll see if we get that intermittent, fuck up like we do on Google. Let's see. So let's see. What does this say? We took the gig economy seriously in the beginning. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go to the beginning. Thank you, Mr. John. Appreciate it. Good morning, hypocrite. Keep shining. God bless. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm not sure if it's set up this way, but we can't hear Dino video on our end. Okay, you can't hear Dino. Okay, let me try turning it up. You should be able to hear it because I'm sharing it, so I don't see why it wouldn't go through. Can anybody else not hear it? Hold on a second. Let me check. Let me go here. Here. Go here. Go here. Here. I can't hear Dino. You can hear? Okay. So let me see.
If you were injured in an accident, why would you call anyone but the Richard Harris Law Firm? When I started my firm here.
Okay, let me see.
If you were injured in an accident, why would you call anyone but the Richard Harris Law Firm? When I started my firm here.
Okay, let me see.
If you were injured in an accident, why would you call anyone but the Richard Harris Law Firm? When I started my firm here. Okay, let me see. If you were injured in an accident, why would you call anyone?
The hell's that all about?
Disconnected.
Okay, so let me go here. Let me go click on this. Oh, here, let's play it. Let's start to play. All right, let me. Yeah, I can't hear him either. Yeah, I can't hear it either on my phone. Wonder what that's about. Huh. I don't know. Let me check. That's weird. I can hear Roy, but not the video being played. Yeah, I don't see what that is about either. You'll have to do a color commentary to the video. Try to restart it. Yeah. Yeah, let me do this. We'll turn it off. And then let's see. Hold on a sec. I think I know what it is. Hold on. All right. Let me try this now. See, I might have been the microphone that was the thing was blocking the let me go here. Let me open up YouTube again. Let's try it. See what's up. It might have been because it was using the microphone off the camera versus my normal microphone. Like I said, I'm using a different browser, so it might have been blocking it. So let's see. Here we go. What the? Let's see.
To go the next one. Oh, a week ago. The other one today.
How about now? Can you guys hear it now? Can you guys hear it now? Can you hear it now? It's working now? Okay, good. Let's start over then. All right, here we go.
This shit gets funnier and funnier and funnier and funnier as the days go by. It's a shit show.
All right, cool.
What am I talking about? Let's start with DoorDash.
Let's start with DoorDash, y'all.
A lot of drivers that just dropped it. They handed over. They gave back the keys. They don't want to do it anymore. They just don't. What am I seeing now? New DoorDash drivers everywhere in my area, in my location.
That happens, Dino. It's like it's just a high turnover rate. It's like any job that has high turnover. Kind of like fast food. Get a high turnover rate. Get people that just don't want to do it anymore, and then you get those desperate ass people that maybe have just lost their job, and so now they're trying to do DoorDash to make money.
I'm like, who are these new cats? I haven't seen
They're DoorDash drivers.
these people before.
Do you like you must live in a very small town to sit here and say you see all these people? Like,
Talk to them. When did you start it? 2 days ago. The next one. Oh, a week ago. The other one today. I started today. I had the DoorDash with the Uber Eats on. You know how if you're on the Uber Eats and the DoorDash is in the background and you get an offer and just ignore it, it goes into that 30 minutes? The cooldown? The little pause that they have? Guess what?
well, why do you have it in the background? If you ain't using it, turn it the fuck off and stick with one or the other. Why you got it in the background? Because you're not going to take the order, and you can't complain that you're getting timed out if you're not using it. If you're just letting it run through and they time you out, what the fuck? You can't complain about it. If you're ignoring it, what the fuck?
It happened once. I forgot about it. I was doing Uber Eats.
Then turn
Uber Eats
DoorDash
is
off.
paying.
Then turn DoorDash off.
I don't know how. Don't ask me, but they're paying.
So why even have DoorDash on? If you're not doing it, turn it off. Don't have it running in the background.
Out of the blue. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to go back to unpause the DoorDash. Guess what? It deleted my schedule. But it didn't matter. It was red.
Then why are we complaining about it?
You can dash for an hour. So I turned it back on. A shit show with DoorDash. Didn't matter. Still doing Uber Eats again. It went on a pause for the second time on DoorDash.
Because of you.
I was busy with Uber Eats, and for the second time, the pause was expired. I mean, the 30 minutes was over.
Ow.
Then it canceled even that. Even that schedule got canceled. I'm like, oh shit, but I'm like, why am I worrying about it? I'm not taking any DoorDash. I took maybe one.
Because Dino, since we've known Dino, he always worries about shit that doesn't matter at the end of the day. We don't.
For the whole evening, just one order. That's it. It's a shit show. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about Uber Eats. All of a sudden, Dino is in a gold tier. But wait a minute, Uber Eats. In order for me to be into gold, I got to have something like, what is it, 60 or 70% acceptance rate? How is it I'm a 10% acceptance rate and I'm in a gold tier?
Because they were being nice. Why are you complaining?
Oh, because Uber Eats introduced a new tier system that it's not only affected by, I'm saying it's not only, I don't think it's any effect. My acceptance rate is 10%. It's the other things like your on time, some other things, some other shenanigans in there that's adding into the tier system. And all of a sudden, Mr. Dino over here, he's on a 10% acceptance rate, and I'm on a gold tier. What did I say before? I said this before.
See, this is what I mean by gig workers is just not happy with anything. They're never happy with anything. They change the system and it actually benefits you. And then you're going to bitch and complain about it. It's like they're never happy with nothing. It doesn't matter what these apps do for these motherfuckers. It's never good enough. They changed it, so now he's in a better tier, making better money, and he's going to complain about it and say, oh, the company's fucking retarded. It's like, come on. It's like I said, it's like they're never happy with fucking anything. That's the fucking problem. You guys are never happy with anything. No matter what these fucking apps do, you guys are never fucking happy with anything. You should just give up the apps. Go get a W-2. Go be a garbage man or something. It's like, what the fuck? You're never happy with anything. You're always going to complain about something. To do something that works in your favor, you bitch. They don't do something that works in your favor, you bitch. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
In my old videos about Uber Eats, what did I say? It's going to backfire. Here it is. It backfired. You know why? Because a lot of people that I talked to, they left Uber Eats. They either got a W-2, go to my past videos, they either got a W-2, or they're doing Uber Eats somewhere else, or they went on to do DoorDash. And now DoorDash is trash. So now they don't have enough drivers, so now it's like, uh-oh, we better do something. Now they're adding other things in there. They knew they fucked up. There's no way with a 10% acceptance rate, you are a gold tier at 10%.
There shouldn't be any fucking tiers, period. You're an independent contractor. Your acceptance rate should never affect your ability to make money or a tier or any of that. So it shouldn't matter.
It's what it is. I told you about it. Lies, cheats, manipulation, and stealing.
And after all this, and you know all this, you still sit there and do it. It's like it'd be a poor comparison, but it's like chicks that live with abusers. They whoop their ass, they stay. They continue to whoop their ass, they stay. And then when they leave that one, they go to another guy that whoops their ass and they stay. They whoop their ass and they stay. And they just revolve. It's like a revolving door of dealing with that same drama over and over again. It's like, you know it, but yet you still do it. It's like, what the fuck?
There you go. It's a circus. It's a circus.
Yeah, exactly.
How are we going to take the gig economy company seriously? We took them seriously.
They give zero fucks whether or not you take them serious. They do what the fuck they want to make their money, and you can either be their bitch or not be their bitch. You think they give a fuck whether you take them serious or not? They don't give a fuck. And you wonder why they're pushing so hard to go to the little robots, the self-driving cars, because no matter what these apps do, you fuckers are not happy. So get rid of the fucking problem that they have, and that's the fucking people that work for them, and they're never happy and don't want to do shit. How about that? Then you wonder why they're so quick to want to do the autonomy shit, because they don't fucking want to deal with fucking shitty humans. Hey, what's up, Jehu? Hey, BVS, what's up? Hey, BVS, I got called a hypocrite because of you. I got called a hypocrite, fucker.
Seriously, in the beginning of time, when they got created, even before Grubhub, what do we had? Seamless. What's the other one? Postmates. We tried to take them seriously, then Grubhub came out. That's what actually was a serious, let's say, or like a real gig economy. Because when Postmates came out and Seamless, and they were trying to do these only on bicycles, and then Postmates started, it was like 1 delivery or 2 deliveries a day. People will.
Yeah, you would think so, resale, because he's complaining. He's making money doing it. He's complaining about about it at the same time.
laughing at it. Postmates got better later on, but in the beginning, Grubhub was the actual official.
I don't go looking for drama, BVAS. Stop quit spreading rumors, man.
That counts as the first gig.
You know, that's the problem with this community, BVAS, is you can't have a conversation without everybody thinking it's drama, bro. If BVAS comes up and says, hey, I think the sky is blue today, I turn around and say, hey, dude, I think the sky is purple today. We have a discussion about why I think it's purple. You have your opinion on why it's blue, and we have a discussion on it. Maybe it gets a little heated, but we still have a discussion about it. At the end of the day, I say, okay, you think it's blue, I think it's purple. Let's move the fuck on. Everybody thinks that's drama. Like, oh my God, it's drama. Like, come on, man. I know we need more Facebook dating you know.
Economy company delivery service. That counts. That's real. Okay? So we took him seriously. In the beginning,
Bro, no, it can't be. His dating cannot be working out good, bro. Look at that face right there. No, his dating would be good because he'd have a big ass smile on his face, and he wouldn't be bitching about DoorDash. He'd be bitching about, oh, I couldn't DoorDash because I'm so tired because I've been banging out the coochie nonstop since I met this woman. He would be bitching he's too tired to worry about the gig apps because he's breaking off. You know, he's breaking backs on the regular. You know what I'm saying? So it must not be doing too good, bro. I don't think it's going too good. Because you wouldn't have these kind of faces.
we did. And we were making money. The same thing when DoorDash first came out. We took it seriously. And then look at it now. Same thing with Spark.
Hey, I got a question for you. Do you think if a girl gave Dino a hickey, he would lose his shit? Does Dino give you the impression that if a chick gave him a hickey, he would lose his shit? What do you think? Roy, it's not a big deal, man. Rumors don't matter because you ain't one of those that loves the drama. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
The same thing with all of them. We all took them seriously when they first came on the scene. For the first 2 years, 3 years, it's like a pattern. It's like they have to.
You should still take them seriously, motherfucker, because if you ain't taking them seriously, you're not working them properly and you're not paying your motherfucking bills. What the fuck? Dino would, for a hit, be mad, and then it was given to him, would ask. Yeah, he would have a whole like conversation about it.
To do it. It's like if DoorDash has that pattern, Uber Eats, we need to adapt the DoorDash pattern. Let's copy that pattern, put it in our business. Spark, yeah, let's copy DoorDash's pattern. Let's put it into our delivery service as well. And everybody else, let's copy each other. Just like they're copying everything on the social media, and that's the life. What's the meaning of life? They're copying it from the social media. So why is the gig economy doing anything different? No, they're not. They're doing the same exact thing that society is doing with everything else.
Well, why wouldn't they? They have to go with the times. Like what?
The same exact thing.
If you're a baker and you only sell white bread, but everybody else around you is selling wheat and white bread, at one point you're gonna have to start carrying wheat bread to keep up with the people. It works in all businesses, work the same way.
Followers, not leaders, just followers, and there's your results. There's your results. So when one cat, because they're all copying everything, when that one cat jumps off the bridge, it creates a chain reaction because it's all following. They don't know how to do them themselves because a bunch of copycats. So if the main cat jumps off the bridge.
Well, they would be copycats because, once again, you do DoorDash, you do Uber Eats. There's probably a million drivers that do Uber Eats and DoorDash. So why wouldn't they copy that pattern? Because you guys all work the same apps. So it makes sense that they would try to compete with the other app you're working to make it suitable for you to work their app instead of DoorDash's app. Duh. Makes sense. Duh.
The whole thing collapses. Everybody jumps off the bridge. It's all, you ever heard the phrase? All or nothing. There you go. Enjoy. Catch you guys later.
Wow. That was a rough one, Dino. Good Lord. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, fucking Beavis got me called a hypocrite. I'm going to put the link in there, so if anybody wants to come up, you can come up. No, just because we have a conversation about something doesn't mean it's drama or we disagree. It's drama. The ones that make it drama are the ones that can't let it go. They continue to do it, and they continue for months on end to try to draw other people into a drama. I don't do that, Beavis, because it's not my business. Let them do what they want to do. I'm not going to do it. I pick on everybody equally, bro. I'm not going to pick on one person specific. There's no point in that. I don't care about that. I'm not looking to go around putting people down all the time. It's not my deal. I've been on the low end, bro. So I'm not going to sit there and put people down, bro. I've been in the lowest of the low. And I've had it done to me numerous times. I still get it done to me. So it's not a cool thing to beat people down all the time. It's not my deal. It's not my deal. Because I've been there. I've been on the high and I've been at the low. So it's not something that I'm going to sit there and dog people on. It's just not. It's just not. Yeah, Jade, you don't know how to let it go either, motherfucker. You probably still be yelling shit out in your dreams right now. Oh my God, Serb stuck on an island. La, 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 la. You probably still wake up with cold sweats about that shit. I wouldn't be, dude. A channel was made to hate on you. Yeah, but that's because you're doing the same thing to that said person. So of course they're gonna try to compete. You know, what the fuck? That makes sense, bro. That makes sense. If you're making a channel where you're constantly hating on somebody, sooner or later somebody's gonna try to do the same thing to you. So it is what it is. And if you're gonna put yourself in that space where you're constantly talking shit and picking on people all the time, you got to expect that it's going to come your way sooner or later. Torb has a Pedro channel. Uh-oh. Oh, we did a Torp review yesterday. Can we do another Torp review? I think we can. Let's go to YouTube's. Let's find another. It's hard to do Torp, man, because Torp is like all over the place sometimes. But we'll find the Torp. Hold on. Let me stretch this out a little bit. All right, here he is. Look, he's asking for money. Look at him. Look at this shit. Hold on. Come on, man. You are always giving people shit about being monetized on YouTube, Torp. What the fuck? Look at this shit. He got his Cash App up here. Puff, give cash me. What? Come on, man. I know I'm talking shit and I got mine up here. Like, look, but I've always had mine up there, so that's nothing. And I don't have a problem with money. I've never done gig work. Let's see, what is that? You've never done gig work? What? I've never done gig work. I'm just so intrigued. This community is some of the most, fuck, dude, how should I say it? Like, I don't know, man. I think mentally unstable, maybe. Making fun of Torp is like making fun of all the kids on a small little old bus. Well, that's what you stupid. I have my own small business. I hated W2, so I can relate. Love my business. These people hate gig work, but still do it. Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, let's go to his videos. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I compare it to like a battered woman, dude. it's. Hey, why is the video so like what the fuck, dude? All right, here we go. Let's see. Are you quitting gig work like DoorDash? Hell no, nobody's. We got to get a short one. Tort beat the odds. Thank you all. Yeah. DoorDash, best driver. Like, had to hurt at Pedro. See, he has this mad hard on for Pedro, bro. Look at that. The booger one was funny, though. The booger one had me laughing, dude. The booger one. So. Yeah, the booger one had me laughing. I gotta admit, the booger one had me laughing. At least the W-2, I have set schedule. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go to this one.
The little pill with a big story to tell.
Hot. Jardians plays a role in my story, too.
Torp here. How hard is it to be a gig worker these days, huh? Isn't it funny that we're all looking for an answer? Or at least we once were. Remember what happened when you went down that rabbit hole? You found out that you had to wear a nice suit, drive a new car. God forbid it was a Tesla. Battery operated fucking tax write-off bullshit. Like, basically what I'm saying is none of this shit is relatable. How about the idea that most of us had ended up in the beginning going to these channels that said they had the answers. They could make this much money. Little did we know at that time that they had multiple phones and they were scamming the system.
Having multiple phones is not scamming the system. It's not scamming the system because if you got multiple phones with different apps on the phone, like if you got a phone for Uber, you got a phone for DoorDash, that's not scamming the system. That's like having your computer at home when you're doing stock trades and you got 4 computer monitors and you're watching all the different stock markets so you can decide where you want to put your money. It's good business. It's not gaming the system.
In their defense, the system was scamming them as well. Right?
No, the system's been, they pretty much tell you everything you need to know in the terms of service. Just because motherfuckers don't read the terms of service, they get blindsided with something. That's not scamming you. And they're not forcing you to do anything. They never came to your house with a gun and said, here, do these orders or you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
We got all kinds of channels talking about all kinds of things, and that's why I'm here.
Oh, so we needed one more person. We needed one more person, y'all, to come in and bitch about the gig community or the gig apps. Ooh. Or our savior Torp. Torp, don't get your feelings hurt. I'm just busting your balls. So I don't need any like fucking 18 videos of you like trying to look at my nose for a booger. I blow my nose and you can't see my brain from my fucking nostrils. So don't go there with me.
But why I stayed here and why I plan to continue.
Because of all the drama, Torp. We know why you stay here. You're a drama queen. You love the drama, and the gig world is nothing but drama. That's why you're here, Torp. We already know.
Is the very simple fact that I got fucked so hard by the gig workers and the gig apps. I thought, you know what?
First of all, why are you letting gig workers get that close to your rear end to be sticking it in you? And how are the gig apps like? Are you sticking the phone up your butthole? Come on, what is? That's a weird analogy, Torp.
Instead of you telling me what kind of car I should drive or like what's the best tips and tricks, I thought I'd do what a real gig worker does. I just sit over here and get a little high. I'll drink a little bit of beer. I mean, doesn't that really sum us up? And if you don't do that,
well, I'm sorry. You better not be drinking and getting high while you're out there delivering food. What the fuck? I hope not. I hope you're not drinking and driving, picking up McDonald's and stuff. You better not be doing that.
I am so my apologies. That's probably why it's not working out for you. If you smoked a little grass, drank a little beer, had a cigarette, just chilled the fuck out. You know what I mean? Maybe
You do all three into the extreme and you're not chill out. You come up here yelling, screaming, complaining. So it doesn't make you chill either. What the fuck are you talking about, Tort?
you wouldn't have a red bag going to pick up that hot dog and make sure that it was sat perfectly on the fucking porch to where you're going to get a contract violation because you took an offer that had no tip on it.
You know, as many deliveries as I had, let me see. I probably have well over Postmates and DoorDash, probably close to 2,500 food delivery. I never once delivered a fucking hot dog. I never once did a hot dog. No, look at you, B-Vaz. You a rat motherfucker. I ain't ratting him out. He's drinking in his house. I have no proof that he's driving drunk. The fuck?
Cheers. So on this Friday night,
Now, if he makes a video where he's drinking Schlitz malt liquor while he's picking up DoorDash, different story, bro. But come on, bro. Don't be a rat motherfucker. What's wrong with you? You have no proof of that. That's like all these other fucktards that keep talking about shit with no proof.
let me
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, B-Vaz. Don't be that guy.
remind you guys of something. I went through a lot to figure out how this channel worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're going beyond a troll when you're trying to get people's livelihoods and shit fucked up because you're calling the cops. That's not being a troll. Unfortunately, the truth is supply and demand, and for basic economic, too many gig drivers, not too much demand. People are opting to pick up their food instead. Inflation is real.
And guess what?
My opinion, Royce, is this just become an easy option to make money. That's what it is. It's just an easy option. All these people, you know, because they're too ignorant to work a W-2 or take their W-2 serious or not. And it's a lot of the younger generation. Because we are on those, they want like 45 weeks of maternity leave. They want 85 hours a month PTO. Those type of people that don't want to take a W-2 seriously and work it properly, they're the fucktards that end up getting on DoorDash because they want to get the money and they want to be able to fuck off at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
What I found out. I just gotta be me. That's the only thing I was ever looking from other people. Just be you. I don't even know who I'm talking to with some of these channels. They make these videos, and it's like, what are you talking about? This cannot be a real thing. It turns out it wasn't. Like, for example, Pedro Dorde Santiago.
Here we go,
Nothing
Pedro.
about that's real. Nothing. Not one thing about that's real. Let me ask you guys a question. Even knowing that the outfits that he wears aren't all that particularly wonderful, I ain't gonna lie to you, they're probably better than what I wear. I wear a black $5 t-shirt from Walmart. That's what I do. Little V-cut action. I got my Italian horn on. You know what I mean?
Make sure we pay attention to his hands. That video we saw last night, his hands were dirty. So let's check. Make sure he's cleaning his hands.
My shoes are a little bit
And pick up a $5 thing of hand soap while you're at Walmart getting a t-shirt next time. Tort.
scuffed up. My jacket probably ain't perfect. I probably missed some lint on it somewhere. I'm not going out there making $1,000 a day. So
If you could make $1,000 a day, you wouldn't be making these fucking videos. Trust me.
why am I supposed to be so worried about my hot bag and perfection? I guess we got to leave that up to Pedro.
Because you need to worry about your hot bag, Tort, because your app tells you to take a hot bag to keep the customer's food at the proper temperature for the delivery. What the fuck?
I mean, if you're going to be that well groomed to deliver a hot dog, maybe he's
Once again, almost 3,000 deliveries, and I've never delivered a hot dog. I don't know why the hot dog is. I don't know.
getting paid that well to deliver a hot dog. I think things are different. If you dress well, you drive the right car, you speak the right language, you trim your beard, and thank God he cleaned out his nose again. But I guess we're all doing something wrong, folks. Wrong clothes, wrong car, wrong mentality, and we're not listening to him. But yet we all ended up on this channel together, didn't we? And what happened?
the only people that wanted to come to your channel, they're not coming to your channel for gig expertise, Torp. They're coming here because they love the fucking drama, because they're stuck in their car 18 hours a day and they love the drama, and you're all about the drama. You're the head honcho when it comes to drama.
Happened. Now we're all feeling better.
Yeah, right. Resale. Why do you want to go out working looking like a slob? That makes no sense to me. It's like that shows that if you're out doing gig work and you look like a fucking slob, could you imagine how why you can't keep a W-2, or you wonder why people won't hire you for a W-2? Because if you're supposedly an independent contractor, your own boss, and you don't take it seriously enough to go out and be of reasonable appearance in public, what the fuck? Especially when you're dealing with other people's food and shit. What the fuck, dude?
When your passion turns into your purpose.
You're welcome. And the reason that you guys are feeling better besides myself is,
hey, gig workers, I, BVAS, would like to say was a very professional gig worker. So I don't want to hear it. I was very professional at all times. Channels like Torp attract people who feel like better about not taking accountability for their own life and echo time. Yeah. Oh, and disclaimer, Torp, this is in fair use. And I'm not causing drama with you, Torp. We're just reacting, Torp. This isn't drama. We're just reacting to what you're saying, Torp. We're not trying to cause drama. So once again, don't tag me like you do Pedro in 18 videos. And once again, I blow my nose. I don't got no boogers in my nose.
it's really nice and refreshing to find other people on YouTube that actually get it, that are real thinkers. These motherfuckers are actually real people. Isn't that something else? That
Pedro looks like a real person to me. I would say he doesn't look like a robot. He looks like a real person to me. I don't know. Torp, we are, and Roy wants you to tag him. No.
they actually exist. You don't have to constantly fight with people to get your point across. It's like, wait a minute. There's a whole lot of people out here that actually get what I get. They know. Isn't that wonderful?
You know
I go down this lollipop
Torp?
fucking parade. I go to sleep with dreams at night.
See, that's the thing, and it's hard to watch Torp. He talks about it. Get what? How hard is gig work? You motherfuckers, once again, you act like it's astrophysics or some shit. You got to be, what's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson or whatever. You guys act like you got to be some astrophysicist, nuclear engineer to pick up fucking McDonald's. Like, the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? You making it sound like, oh my God, like you got to do a 20 chapter history lesson on how to do gig work. Like, the fuck?
I was like, there are people out there that aren't stupid. Oh my God. I heard it was a thing. Now I know it is.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to be told to wash your hands and look clean and keep your shit clean, bro. That's just your mom and daddy should have taught you how to wash your hands and fucking keep your shit clean. Like, the fuck?
So, Pedro, look at all your constituents, if you want to call them that, because clearly you are in some sort of a church, whatever your channel is about. It's like convincing people to do something that you wouldn't even do yourself or believe in yourself. But yet you make people believe, don't you? You do have that ability. You find the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet, and boy, you sell them that Bible. That snake oil is out of stock. So
Torp, what is your expertise in gig work that you can come up with better ideas than Pedro? I don't see a video from you, Torp, on telling anybody or teaching anybody the best way of doing gig work and what's going to be the most effective way to do gig work. What the fuck, Torp?
By the way, I know we got a little millenniums here. Snake oil is like a magic potion that people used to sell on a horse and carriage to these little towns that believed that the guy driving it was a doctor and that this would save their child from sure death. You know, and basically what it was creek water with a splash of alcohol in it. So there's that with Pedro. I just think it's refreshing that this community has actually woken up, and my channel is the proof of it. I don't like to go down the road of sending out thank you cards to everybody, but when it's due, it's
your channel is just like BVAS channel. You have a hard on for a specific individual that nobody likes or wants to make fun of. And so they gravitate to your channel because that's all you talk about. They're not going there because you're like the master of any kind of gig work or the all-knowing gig worker. They go there because you don't like Pedro. And of course, those people that don't like Pedro are going to go to the person that don't like Pedro, kind of like BVAS. You got a bunch of people that don't like Dennis, so they're going to go to the channel to another person who don't like Dennis and talks about Dennis. God damn, dude. Like I said, it's not rocket science. What the fuck? All right, back to Torp.
due. You guys fucking rock. And my comments, I'll tell you what, it wasn't so much the support that I got. It was the idea that I'm surrounded by smart people. That rocked my world. That was a new vibe for me. Smart people. They're not just angry at themselves and projecting. They're actually smart. And they're not just saying, Torp, you're right. Yay.
So Torp, you think working 7 days a week, 18 hours a day, just to bring home $150, you think that's a smart person? You think that's smart? You think that's smart that people are driving 18 hours a day in their car, probably tired, wore out, when you have your wife on and possibly grandkids or kids driving on the road with these people that aren't sleeping properly, that aren't paying attention, like Pedro, who's looking at a camera while he's driving instead of paying attention to the road? I don't know. I don't find that to be a smart person. I'm sorry.
Do. But they also add, they went through the same thing.
Okay. Don't get your feelings hurt, B-Vaz. Don't get your feelings hurt. I'm just using you as an example.
They feel me. They know it's true. I never gave a tip and trick in my life. There's no tips and tricks.
You were just trying to give us tips and tricks last night about your car. Don't do this kind of car. Do this. Your car this. Your car that. What the fuck are you talking about? What's up, Hulk Smash? Come on, Torp. You were just doing the tips and tricks about cars last night. Come on. Don't start going down. See, you're making money on YouTube now. You're starting to give me Pedro vibes when you sit here and say, I never done tips and tricks. Don't make me go through your archives, Torp, because if I find the tips and tricks video, I'm going to call you out on it, or I'll have BVAS do it, because BVAS don't like you.
Tricks to real life. Any spectrum of it. I mean, like, if you really look at things like this, like W-2 workers have 1040s. Why don't we have 1040s as independent contractors? What's wrong with the 1040?
Because you're not an employee, fucker. You're an independent contractor. That's 1099. Why would you have a 1040? You're not an employee, fucker.
Do you realize that there's like 12 million plus drivers on the road? And in that, there's probably something to be said for however it's set up for a W-2. Why wouldn't anybody that's like in charge of stocks, like there's a lot of money to be made there. If you took 10 cents out of every dollar that you make, I know it's hard to make a dollar on DoorDash. Don't get me started. But let's just say, for example, there's 10 cents to be made for every dollar that you.
If it was hard to make $1 on DoorDash, you wouldn't have so many people doing DoorDash, number one. And you guys wouldn't be doing DoorDash yourself if it was so hard to make $1 on DoorDash. Come on, stop. Stop with the nonsense, Torp.
Put in to a 401k, to an independent contractor status, and lo and behold, they match it, whoever they is.
Because Torp, if they end up calling you an employee, there's employees laws in place that they're going to have to offer you insurance at some point. They're going to have to do this. They're going to have to do that. Keeping you as an independent employee saves them from having to do all that stuff, Torp. That's the meaning behind it.
So I haven't figured that part out. But why is it that independent contractors don't have? Why don't we have a 401k?
Because, once again, you're an independent contractor. That means you're working for yourself. That means if Roy owns a pool company, Roy has to put money aside for Roy's own retirement because it's my business. Why is the company going to give their independent employees a fucking 401k. They're not your boss. They're, oh my God. Oh God. I'm glad we don't go to Torp for gig work advice. We go to drama. Come on.
I want to know. Somebody explain it to me in the comments. If we did have a 401k, I think maybe the reason somebody see we don't is because it'd be like having a full-time job, which would make us employees. See, scratch that. No. 401k for independent contractors. Somebody's gonna have to explain this and make it make sense.
What? You're not what? Oh my God. I don't even know how to say anything on that one. Oh my God. Why would a company with no fucking employees give a 401k to non-employees?
Because I think it's a wonderful idea. Let's not call it a retirement plan.
If you want to get a 401k or a retirement plan, go to one of these companies that do it and put your money in there.
How about an investment to your future?
Because they don't fucking care about their future, Torp. That's why they give you $2.50 orders. DoorDash don't give a fuck about your future. They give a fuck about their future. They don't care about yours. What the fuck? You think they cared about your future, Torp? They wouldn't be looking for autonomous cars and robots to deliver food so they don't got to worry about you whiny ass gig workers all the time? Come on, Torp. Come on.
Nobody knows how long that is. What are you saying, that a W-2 employee knows when they're going to die? Huh? There's a contract with their employer?
Okay, when you die, your 401k goes to your estate, and whoever is an executor of your estate, they'll get your 401k money most of the time. Possible. I don't know.
I will work here for 20 years. I will die right after retirement, which is what most people do. The rest of us gig workers are like, fuck, dude, I've been living large. I didn't have to wait till retirement to do it. Yeah, well, I got $1.2 million out of my retirement, and now I'm living large. It's like, you're 70 fucking years old. How large are you going to live? You might want to think about living your life before you get to 70. No, let's not get it wrong. Gig working ain't no fucking joke, man. Some of those days make a W-2 look real good. Y'all feel me, don't you? It's like, I've been broke for 3 fucking days because I ain't got no orders. And then I finally get a bunch of bangers. And I thought, money in pocket, bitch. Nope. You got them bills to pay. They've been waiting on you since you.
No, you've been broke for 3 days because you didn't get the orders that you wanted. See, that's where you guys make the mistakes. It's not that you weren't given the opportunity to make the money, because the apps give you orders. You choose not to take them, means you choose not to make the money because you don't want to take the orders that you're given. So don't say you're broke because you weren't given a chance to make money. No, you were given the chance to make money. You chose not to take that chance to make that money. You waited for what you wanted. Now, so come on, Torp.
You broke ass got fucked for 3 days on the gig apps.
You didn't get fucked. You chose to fuck yourself on the gig apps because, one, you do them. You get fucked because you choose to do it, and because you choose to be picky and only take the orders you want to take. That you made yourself broke for 3 days, not the app. The app gave you an opportunity to make money. You just didn't take that opportunity to make the money. They gave it to you. Unless you can show us proof that for 3 days in a row that DoorDash never gave you one order, then I'll take your side. But but if DoorDash was sending you orders all 3 days and you chose not to take those orders because they weren't what you wanted to make, then you were broke on your own accordance. You made yourself broke, not the app.
That's the life we live in. That's how we roll around here. I'm like, the average is real, yes. But even with an average, like let's say it's $22 an hour average on DoorDash. The average comes at the end of the week. What about those first 3 days of that week?
Not to mention, you get work by you get a what is it? Work by hour pay through DoorDash. So you're guaranteed to make whatever DoorDash. If it's $15 in your area, you're guaranteed to make $15 an hour. So you don't want to, you want to make 23, but you're only being able to make 15. Making $15 an hour is better than holding out for 3 days to make $23 an hour. What the fuck? If you do gig work part-time and then work full-time job, you will have plenty of stats away. Exactly. That's the way to do it, B-Vaz. Exactly. B-Vaz, agree 100 to do a supplement. Yeah, exactly. Because I could do my full-time gig work. I don't full-time. My W-2 Monday through Friday. And if I want to do 3 or 4 hours to make, let's say, $100 on DoorDash Saturday and Sunday, that's $200 I could throw away in the bank and not even have to touch, because I could put it away for a rainy day. And that's what, 8 hours of weekend work where I can make $200 a weekend and move the fuck on. Yeah, fuck yeah. It's the best way to do it. And then you put that money away, because I already have my bills and everything equaled out to what I make on my W-2. So yeah, anything extra goes directly into the savings or my bad spending habits on Facebook Marketplace. But hey, Holly, what's up?
That just sucked ass. It just sucked ass, clown ass. It's just bad. Just bad. Like,
Hey, Thunder, thank you. Oh, whatever, Thunder. Whatever, Thunder. Don't hate on me, Thunder, because you lefties. Don't hate on us. All right, back to Torp. I'm just gonna call you a Democrat shield, liberal shield. There we go. I'll call you that. But thanks for the $10, Thunder. I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
I quit that. I don't want to do it anymore, man. 3 fucking full days of nonsense.
That's on you, buddy. That's on you. Quit blaming the DoorDash. Once again, now you sound like the rest of the gig workers, Torp. You're not taking responsibility of your own shit. Come on, man.
You can't pay nothing with that. You can't. Bills don't get paid by nonsense, by the way. But you move on to the last part of the way. He's like,
no, bills don't get paid waiting 3 days to make money. That's how they don't get paid. You sitting around making no money for 3 days. I'd rather sit there and make $100 a day for 3 days, and then on the next, whenever the good stuff comes around. What the fuck? Hey, Mike, what's up?
$22 average.
If you sitting around for 3 days not making money because you don't want to take the orders that you think you should take, that's on you. Hey, Thunder, you're not blue. Hold on. Let me get you, buddy. Why doesn't that want to show my shit? Man, what is up with YouTube, man? I'll have to make you blue. It's not. Oh, there you are. Hold on, Thunder. You know the rule, Thunder. You got to come in and say, I'm blue, bitches. Well, we all know you're blue. You're mad. Like, you're a mad fucking shade of Smurf blue. We already know that. But now you're officially blue on the YouTubes. Yeah.
I told you I was right. It's like, motherfucker, I don't care how many times you've been right. You're right, don't pay my bills. And
sitting on your ass for 3 days not taking any orders because you don't think they're lucrative enough. Don't pay bills either.
Goddamn well, if it's called an average, there's a reason for it. An average means there was a low point and a high point. And that low point will fuck you up. You got to have patience for the average. It's what a lot of people live out. Let me show you how it's done. It's like, nah, dude, I know how it's done. I've been living how it's done.
B-Vaz, you stupid. But thanks, B-Vaz, for the $10. I appreciate you.
What I love is the fact that we still got channels up on here. I just saw one tonight. I am not in that mood, but let me tell you something. If I get in that mood, you guys will be the first to know about it. $1,000. I finally saw it. I think somebody saw my channel. $1,000 a day. And this was the still shot. Y'all never seen that before, have you? That fucked me up when I saw that. It was like $1,000 a day. He don't even give a fuck if he gets called out. All he's going to do is get paid. This is what Pedro started.
Well, obviously he's got you talking about it, motherfuckers. So if it's clickbait work to have the great Torp channel talking about it, then he did what he did. Most drivers that drive aren't sitters. No, it's 20. Look at the bottom barrel employer job Torp. How do you not see that? I got yeah, right, Johnny Cap, exactly. In my world, people complain in a similar way. They put junk on eBay and complain it doesn't sell, then keep repeating the process. People hate, yeah, exactly. Resell.
Started. And this is what I hope to finish. At some point in my miserable.
Hey, take care of your dog, man. That's like, never mind.
Little existence as a gig worker, which is what somebody would call it, because I don't know how to.
Even his dog didn't agree with what he said. You heard what his dog like, rah, what are you talking about? Rah. His dog didn't even believe what the fuck he's saying. Damn it, he's barking at you too.
Do what they do. Well, good for me. I've survived. They're so desperate, they're lying. Every one of them fucking gig content creators that follow Pedro DoorDash Santiago like pay to drive, they dying.
I'm not dying other than because I'm getting older, and as you get older, you die. I'm not dying because of gig content.
It's very hard to watch. It's like E.T. in the creek at the end of the movie. Just shriveled up, pale, floating in the water.
Well, when I see a YouTube paycheck from Torp that is more than what Pedro makes on his YouTube, then Torp, I'll take your word for it that Pedro's dying. So unless I see it, Torp, I'm gonna have to go take Pedro on that side because it doesn't look like he's dying. He's still getting his views and clicks and everything else. So.
Oh, me. That's what you motherfuckers do when you go there and watch that motherfucker like that. I don't give a fuck about his comments.
Thanks, Thunder. Appreciate you guys.
He's already told us he's got more friends watching him than he does actual new people. Y'all gonna celebrate with this? As soon as he gets that 100,000 sub plaque, I'm gonna celebrate my ass off. I told you this before, I'll tell you this again. As soon as he gets that plaque, his views are gonna tank after the honeymoon's over. And let's face it, the only thing that he knows is honeymoons. God knows he fucked himself. Feel me? I don't know what you guys are going to do for the rest of your YouTube existence besides listening to me, because I think I'm the funniest motherfucker on here. I keep it so real. I got good friends like Red Share Rodeo.
Okay, I've been friends with Rodeo for a long fucking time. That don't make me funnier and better at talking about gig work because I know Rodeo. What the fuck?
Sean, I got good
What's up, Monster Dash? How's it going?
friends like Bubba Sue. I got good friends. You know what I mean by friends? A friend is somebody that you believe in.
You only have friends on YouTube until you say something they don't like, Torp. You being on YouTube for 25 years that you tell everybody all the time, you should know you only have friends on YouTube as long as you agree with them and you do what they want you to do and you say what they want you to say. Let's fucking, come on, Torp. Let's be real. You over here talking about I'm 110. Let's be 110. You're only friends until you say something they don't like or you don't agree with them. And then trust me, they're not your friends anymore. B-Vaz DJ is a perfect example.
It's not somebody that supported you, that you actually believe in their content. Steve did not, Rideshare Rodeo did not support me. Not once. I went over there.
You know why Rideshare Rodeo didn't support you? Because you came into this community saying all kinds of negative nonsense, crazy stuff. You weren't really about gig work. You were only here talking about the dumb drama shit in gig work and all this other shit. That's why he didn't support you at first. But then you try to come into the gig community and do the right by the gig workers. So then he started supporting you more. Plus your mouth. It's hard to have somebody on your channel that doesn't know how to control his emotions every other day. Like, come on, bro.
Comment on one of his videos about a year ago. He said, "Where the hell have you been?" I didn't know he knew who I was.
Well, the way you come off on YouTube, everybody knows who Torp is. You the man. Remember, I'm the man. Say it, Torp. I'm the man. I keep it real. I'm the only one on YouTube keeping it real. So what? Oh my gosh. Come on, Torp.
And now look at us.
Look at you. What? Are you boozing buddies or something? Like, what are you? What are you? You did one live stream with them, and now you're like, oh, I'm the greatest. Because I did a live show with Rodeo. I'm the greatest. Once again, thank you, B-Bass.
That was not sucking up. That was content. He knew who I was. I knew who he was. He loved the 13. I love the 13. He loved the drama. But I keep the drama about the drivers that are bullshitting everybody. And they call me the bullshit detective for a reason. Let's get into it. Shortest video of my YouTube partner existence. And let me tell you something. I'm putting a fucking mid-roll right in the middle of this, bitch. I'm going to wake some motherfuckers up. It's go time. And that's 110. Torp out.
Well,
Need better internet? Cox Internet.
well, the only reason people don't go to sleep watching your videos, Torp, is because their mind is like going like all these different directions. Because you're talking about shit and they're trying to figure it out. It's like one of those fucking what is it? Like those cruises, like the Sherlock Holmes cruises. You got to figure out who murdered who on the cruise and shit. Cause you be going all over the place with your shit. But thank you, Torp. I appreciate it. Don't remember, Torp. It's all in fair use. Don't be trying to strike my channel. God damn it. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, Reynolds. He does like 5-10 deliveries a week, right? Give me a break. Yeah, I don't know how many he does. I don't know. Well, he just told us he sat around for 3 days and didn't do jack shit because DoorDash was fucking him, I guess. DoorDash didn't give him any orders for 3 fucking days that he had to sit at home, which is garbage. You chose not to do DoorDash. But it is what it is. His choice. He's an independent employee. He can make those choices for himself. So it is what it is. But what time is it? How long have I been on this bitch? Only an hour. We've only been doing this for an hour. God damn. Seems like a lot longer than an hour. What the fuck? He needs to move to Arizona and camp out at Little Caesars, 200 people in that place at once. Fuck, yeah, Rizal. No, don't get me started with that, bro. I swear to God, that's the only, they must only have like that restaurant. Like it must only be like fucking one fucking Little Caesars, one fucking Chipotle. They only have one Panda Express in the whole city and shit. So let's go to should we go to one of Torp's drama? Should we go to Torp's drama channel? Let's go to Torp's drama channel. Let's see what he got going over there. Here we go. Let's see. Let's do a video on Torp drama channel. Let's see what we got. Cheers to Scott Hall, the full baby diaper. I won't do that one because there's somebody in there I don't like. No. Roy versus Dina. Oh, god damn. Thunder, that is totally not necessary, bro. You guys don't need to do that. But thank you. I appreciate it. Let's find one where he's talking shit about me. Oh, that's all his videos? He deleted all the ones about me? What the fuck, Torp? Where's my videos, man? All right, never mind. Let's go to his regular channel. Let's see if he has any videos where he's tagged me in. Videos. He's got so many where he's over there bitching about Pete. Leave Pete alone. More Pedro. Jesus Christ, he hates people. DoorDash fraud. Trump's the honest drivers. Oh, Trump's honest driver. Never mind. Bad Bunny and Pedro versus America. Should we do that one? Probably got some good drama in that one, right? Should we do that one? You crazy resale. Damn. Alexa, tell them.
You stupid dude.
That's for you, resale. What the fuck? Whose fault is it you're not making $300 a day? Let's see. DoorDash, my to pay drive. Oh yeah, man, he has a hard on for fucking Pedro. Working with DoorDash is like being in the Matrix. Should we go to the should we go to the Bad Bunny one and see what happens there? And Pedro versus America. Is a DoorDash driver worth more than a $2 tip? That ought to be an interesting one. Let's see his take. Let's see his takes on that. If he thinks they're worth more than $2. Roy, you got a part in one of my latest videos. I mean, you got a speaking part clip. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is 100% free. Plus, get your biggest refund. Roughly 37.
Let's see. You got a part. Okay. Let's see. What do you guys like? Thunder B-Baz will give you two my Venom. Don't fight over me. Oh shit.
Torp here.
Look, Torp's in the festive spirit. He got a little Christmas tree, got a Christmas hat, got some stockings up. Look at that. He's all about Christmas. Woo.
I'd like to give a shout out to DoorDash. I really would. Because DoorDash has found out a way to manipulate everybody. It's not just the driver or the customer. But what makes it even worse is that they changed the tip culture. The tip culture now no longer makes sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense at all. When did people think it was okay?
No, DoorDash didn't change the tip culture. I think you shitty ass DoorDash drivers changed the tip culture. Taking your your fucking DoorDash bag into the doo-doo chamber. Let's see. Spraying people's food with fucking pepper spray, yelling and screaming at customers because they didn't tip you enough when you took the order. There's let's see, taking videos of a man passed out naked and then saying he did the SA stuff. I think the Dashers cause more of a problem than DoorDash has. But I digress. Let's go.
Hey, to tip $2. And then they find out later that their food is tainted. I remember
you should never do anything to anybody's food when you take the order. You should never do anything to anybody's food, period.
DoorDash, you're the one that said it. We're independent contractors. All these guys are running around with their fucking, God knows what they're doing in these cars. And now they're doing it on the front porch.
Yeah, we wonder what you're doing with your car, looking at your hands last night, fucking twerp. What are you doing with your hands? Your hands were that dirty if you're outdoor dashing. All serious, I think over-the-counter services asking for tips burn out people on tipping. It used to be delivery and waiters. Now they ask for a tip. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
On a live cam? Well, you did have this little live table, this little round table, and you had some people in there that we all know.
All those people don't give a fuck about anything. They were there because they got a free trip. They don't give a fuck. They're content creators. They don't care. They just want clicks and views.
Did you get anything out of that DoorDash? Because as of currently, everything is still just
DoorDash ain't gonna get nothing out of it because they're not gonna pick people that are gonna fake. They're not going to pick people to come there to lash out at DoorDash. They're picking people that they're gonna lick DoorDash's balls, bro. Let's be fucking honest. Nobody's gonna go there to press fucking DoorDash.
You know, fucked up. It's just fucked up. It's just bad. It's just getting worse. It's getting worse and
I
worse.
will make you a deal, Thunder. I will do a debate anytime you want. But the problem with debating you lefties, and I'm going to say it, you lefties, liberals, Democrat, however you want me to label you, since you label me MAGA guy, you got to be able to have a cordial conversation. If you ask me a question, you got to let me finish the question without talking over me. You're going to have to bring evidence and proof of what you're talking about, not things that you've heard. You got to bring the facts. So when I bring facts, I want facts to prove that my facts are wrong. We got to do it that way. And no talking over me, because you're very well known, Mr. Thunder, that once that you ask me a question, less than 5 words into answering the question, you start talking over to me and you don't let me finish my conversation, or you won't let me finish my point. So whenever, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. And it depends on what you want to debate about, because certain things I have not, I haven't been all up in the politics stuff lately. I've been staying away from a lot of stuff. I haven't been on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of police videos and stuff like that. It just depends on what we're debating on. I can't debate you on something that I haven't been up to date on. So we have to do it that way. So. Anything MAGA or Trump? Well, let me. Okay. We'll just do the debate, and you can bring something up, and I'll let you know if I've done anything. You can't see. That's another thing. You can't bring up stuff if I tell you I haven't researched it. You can't call me a liar or any of that stuff, because if I don't do it, if I don't look it up, then I don't look it up, because I've been staying away from a lot of stuff lately. I'm trying to stay away from drama. Liberals destroyed society. Thunder, go. Used to look at BVAS. Roy, BVAS, Thunder, and any guy, everyone. Hey, thanks, Graham. How you doing? What's up, Peach? How you doing? We don't need a moderator. You don't have to need a moderator to have a civil discussion. I'll be very rational. Okay, well, if just know that we're gonna call you out if you're not. God damn it. All right, yeah, well, we can do it. Just I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Wednesday. Let's do one Wednesday night. Around 6 p.m. Wednesday night. Let's do that. Wednesday, 6 p.m. There. And make sure 6 p.m. my time. Don't pull a torp on us, and don't say, "Oh, you didn't put the right time zone." So I'll schedule it for Wednesday at 6 p.m. and then I'll put it. MAGA Roy versus Liberal Thunder. How's that? Is that I'll name it that. I'll call it MAGA Roy versus Liberal Thunder, or Lefty Thunder. How would you like to be called? Would you rather I say Lefty Thunder or Liberal Thunder? How would you like it? How would you like it to be done? And then that's what I'll name it. Yeah, it'll just be you and me, of course. If you ask Progressive Thunder, okay, Progressive Thunder, there you go. So MAGA Roy versus Progressive Thunder. And yes, if I say it's going to be you and me, it's going to be you and me. What the fuck, dude? Why are you like, gosh. Okay, so that'll be what it'll be. It'll be MAGA Roy versus Progressive Thunder. So there you go. I'll be okay. Not a problem. All right, cool. So now it's set. All right, let's go back to our best friend Torque. But once again, thank you for those super chats, man. That was awesome. I appreciate you. And we'll set that up. And no, I'm gonna jump on it before anybody else does. Thunder isn't just paying me so he can come in and do this and try to buy his way onto my channel. It's not. That's not how it works. So let's, because I know we're gonna have to hear that. Oh, he just gave super chats so he could butter him up to do a debate. No, I would have did the debate whether I got super chats or not. You guys know the deal. So I'll just kill it before it even starts. I'll be restreaming it. Okay. Not a problem. Thunder paid $62 to debate Roy. Thunder, go. These two, I know do a rat's ass about this. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Thunder bought you. Congrats. You stupid. See what I mean? See, that's how it is. That's how it is. See, that's how it goes. All right, back to Torb here.
Worse. Every day you come up here and find a video about what? The problems with DoorDash, the problem with the driver, the problem with laws, regulations, metrics. Jesus, does it stop?
No, it's not going to stop. And now, Torb, you have dedicated your channel to talk about the same shit that everybody else has been talking about. So no, it's not going to stop. Roy, content has been paid for by you stupid, dude. You are so stupid. You want me to put that? You guys want me to put that debate sponsored by Thunder? You guys are dig dogs, man. Stop with the nonsense. You guys are goofy.
The answer is no. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I really would have thought that roundtable would have done something for DoorDash. Like, you flew those guys out there and fed them cold pizza and flat Coca-Cola.
How do you know their Cokes were flat? How do you know their pizza was cold? Do you have, see, this is what I mean, Thunder. He's speaking on without knowing the facts. He's speaking on something. He doesn't know if their pizza was cold or their sodas were flat. So what the fuck? See, don't come at me like that. Let's use Torp as an example. Don't come at me with shit like that without the facts. And what did you? Yeah. Oh, there you go, Thunder. Right back at him. Blam. There you go. Right back at him. Yeah, he paid the.
I mean, you think you'd have got something out of that.
You're not trolling me, bro. You're not trolling me.
I mean, like, really? So,
Roy, it's Flex Senior. Damn, congratulate you, stupid. You stupid.
I'm looking, doing my research, and I'm thinking, why am I doing the research? I am the research. I'm a driver. That's the research. I'm like,
and all those persons at the round table were drivers also. Damn, so many rules. There was so many rules. What are you talking about, Peach? Don't come in here. How did Cram say it last night? Talking out the side of your neck? Yeah, Peach. Don't come in here talking out the side of your neck. God damn it.
the tip culture is so bad. I actually had to go back to one thing, though.
The tip culture is bad because we got a bunch of entitled sissy ass people whose parents never taught them what gratitude to others is. Has nothing to do with DoorDash. Has to do with the entitlement of this fucking 2 or 3 newer generations, people that were never told no by mommy and daddy. And that's what that is the problem with tipping culture.
Domino's Pizza, 1993. That is literally the $79 million lawsuit that killed the on-time delivery rate. Does that ring a bell to you, DoorDash? Does that ring a bell to anybody?
Yeah.
The on-time delivery rate got people.
Actually, that does ring a doorbell because that whole Domino's lawsuit was because they were doing the 30 minutes or less. And I think it was one of their drivers actually killed a customer or killed somebody in a car accident because they were rushing to get the food because they would get in trouble if they weren't delivering the food in 30 minutes or less. That's where that lawsuit comes from, Tort. Has nothing to do with tipping culture. Has to do with they made the fucking thing of 30 minutes or less. And then if they weren't getting their food in 30 minutes or less, they were giving them free food. And that fell on the drivers to fucking, and it ended up costing somebody their life because the driver killed somebody on a delivery and they got sued for that. That's where that lawsuit comes from.
People in trouble.
And that comes from somebody who worked at Domino's for 5 years. So yes, I know what I'm talking about.
A lawsuit ensued, and on top of that, it no longer existed ever again in the W-2 world. But somehow, DoorDash.
But if you did the research, you would give us the reason why the lawsuit came about. It had nothing to do with on-time deliveries. It had to do with the delivery promise of this or that and other factors involved in that promise of 30 minutes or less. That's what that is. So you got to do. You've got to do it. Tell us the whole story.
Uber Eats, all of them, they're getting a pass because we're independent contractors. Guess why that is?
They're not giving you a pass. They're giving you an estimated time of arrival. It's called ETA. Like when you call the police. Hey, police, my house got robbed. Okay. Are they still there? No. Okay, we'll have an officer out there in possibly 2 hours. It's called an ETA. Same with DoorDash. They're just taking an estimated time of arrival. Okay, the food's going to be picked up at 10:45 from the address to the store, to the store to the customer's address. It's an approximately 10-minute drive. So we're going to give an ETA to the customer of about 15 minutes. That's what it is. Come on now. Please, come on. It's just an ETA.
Here's my opinion. It's a pretty damn good one, too. Check this out. I think the reason that is because we are independent contractors and the lobbyists are feeding all of the people in higher places that make laws say, let's just ignore the fact that if we don't pass these laws to where DoorDash can do anything they want to the unknown driver, independent contractor, they're not liable, right? They're not liable. Whatever the driver does, that's on the driver. Wait a minute. What about the metrics? You know what I mean? Because we're responsible for the metrics as drivers, but DoorDash isn't responsible for pepper spray. You know, because the metrics disgruntles a driver and they're doing the most egregious shit to an honest customer that was dumb enough or fell for it to believe that a $2 tip on an order was.
Yeah, everywhere Dingleberry's thunder or thunder. How does someone talk out the side of their neck? Is that I don't know, Peach. Peach, you should get Alexa just for even answering that question.
Okay, by today's standards in 2025. I'm like,
no. The thing with DoorDash and Uber Eats, they give you an estimated time of arrival. So yes, they do have an on-time metrics as far as delivery, but it's an estimated time of arrival. And DoorDash gives you options in the app. Let's say you get stuck behind a train to explain, okay, I'm going to be 10 minutes later than the on time because there's a train. So it relieves you of that on-time responsibility because there's a reason for not being able to make it on time. They give you ways to offset that estimated on-time arrival. Just because people don't have the common sense to use it or do it properly, that's not on the apps. There you go.
Wait, what? $2? I've asked this question before. I'm gonna ask it again just in case you missed it the first time. Do you really believe that the customer would do that offer for a $2 tip? The answer is no. I'm not. It was rhetorical. It's a hard fucking no. That's what it is. Nobody in their right mind would deliver an offer for $2 unless there was a piece of cheese at the end of the maze, a little carrot hanging over the crippled rabbit that we now call a DoorDash driver. People believe in a system that has been screwing them over for how long? So it kind of takes me back to the round table.
No, if you're going to blame DoorDash, Uber Eats, blame them for taking what should be considered a luxury service and turning it into a garbage service. That's what you could say, DoorDash. They took what should be known as a luxury service and turned it into a trash service. So
we had what DoorDash would call all these expert drivers go to the round table and give their feedback. They even got to talk to Tony Xu. I'm like, well, damn, things are finally going to change. Tony Xu was in the house. My guess is he wasn't eating cold pizza, and he definitely wasn't drinking cold Coca-Cola. My understanding of...
Well, first of all, is it cold Coca-Cola or flat Coca-Cola? And once again, where's your evidence that it was cold pizza? Where's your evidence? Did it get delivered by DoorDash themselves? Then maybe it was cold. It could have been cold if one of their shitty drivers without a hot bag delivered their pizza. It's possible.
If it was, Tony Hsu was in the room for about an hour. And even Mike, the driver, said he didn't really seem too interested. It was kind of short answers. I'm like, does that not sound familiar? Like with the feedback that you get when you got a problem?
Jaded was here, so I don't know if he might be listening in the background, but it's possible he's still here.
On an offer, and you contact Dasher support, and you get what? Well, you used to get somebody that would say, "I'd be sorry about your product, but would you let one time?" Like, fucking no. All right, DoorDash, if you can put a translation into text, which
all right, B-Bass, thanks for the super chats and stuff. I appreciate you, bud. You stupid, Bobby.
never works, by the way. But if you can do that, is there any possibility that a DoorDasher can actually talk to somebody that speaks their own language? Do you think that might help? Do you think it might go a long way with making the whole experience better for the driver and the customer? Perhaps your bottom line does matter. Because at some point, DoorDash, and trust me when I tell you this, I don't think we're ever going to see full self-driving cars a thing. Here's what.
Okay, what the fuck does all this blabbering on about has to do with $2 tips? What does all this blabbering have to do with $2 tips? Torp, you're getting off topic. Stay on topic.
I have a reason for it. My opinion's on the table. Here it is. If DoorDash does use self-driving cars, as all these people talk about.
How did we go from self-driving car, $2 tips to self-driving cars? Torp, you're losing track of focus on the topic at hand.
They all got great stories. They all got great arguments. I'm not going to disagree with any of them. Wouldn't do it. It's not my thing. Because I'm not going to be right all the time, and it's called an argument. But DoorDash, all drivers out there that believe that we're going to be replaced by self-driving cars, think about this. If DoorDash replaces the drivers.
What's up, Silicone? How you doing?
With self-driving cars, that puts every single liability on DoorDash. Does it not? They own the cars. They own the AI. They own the whole system. Us human beings, we went back to W-2s or we're living under a bridge now. Regardless, now DoorDash is liable for everything that happens on a front porch or when a customer comes out to pick up the food and says, well, the car didn't have the food right. What are you going to do? Give a self-driving car a contract violation? Do you see where I'm going with this? And to make it even worse,
you're supposed to be talking about
Domino's went through this. Domino's in 1993 got sued for $79 million, and they got rid of the 30 minutes are free, which we now call on-time metrics, you know, the on-time on DoorDash. I'm like, no, wait a minute. There is no way that me as a driver, with the way the new system is put in place and the way they're training.
Why should DoorDash buy cars? Yeah, exactly, Drone. And of course they're not going to. They're probably going to be in certain areas where it's hard to have drivers, maybe more rural areas. But yeah, if you're in a city and they can use the robot, it's possible they'll use the robots. But for the most part, yeah, if they got people that are willing to pick up $2 orders all day, they should have fucking gonna spend all that money on an autonomous car.
Customers.
And let's be honest with you. Could it be DoorDash is just doing the autonomous shit to make it look like they're, spending their money, tax write-offs? There's all kinds of things.
To not tip or lowball, and they think it's okay because it keeps on happening, probably because they watch too much YouTube and found out that drivers will do the $2 offer.
Bro, when you offer a service to ghetto-ass fucking people, you're not going to get tips from ghetto-ass people, bro. Has nothing to do with that. You made a luxury. If you're providing a service to upper class people, and then you turn around and you offer it to the ghetto, of course it's gonna fucking change the tipping arrangements when it comes, because ghetto ass people, They have no respect. They don't know how to show gratuity. They're raised a certain way to expect to be given everything. And then when you got progressive people like Thunder wanting to feel sorry for these people, they start to believe it because people constantly are telling them that, oh, you're being mistreated, you're being this, you're being that, you should expect this, you should expect that. That they get that mindset that they're expected not to have to tip or show gratuity for somebody doing them a favor. There you go.
To keep platinum or gold, as of late, in my mind, is a metric, and that is the metric that is screwing up this system. When you got people's food being sprayed by pepper spray, and you got disgruntled people on YouTube, and we're talking millions of them, what exactly culture are we moving into here? Because DoorDash already knows by itself, and we've all said this, if you got...
Okay, DoorDash can't vet for trashy-ass humans. They can't vet for that. There's no background check available to know that, hey, this person's going to pepper spray somebody's food along the line because they made a poor decision to do a job that they really don't like or they don't feel they're being paid enough for, so they're going to pepper spray people's food. DoorDash can't vet for that. That becomes a human person thing. That how are you raised? What were your morals by your family? Being able to be that person to take responsibility for your fucked up decisions in life. You can't blame that on the fucking apps. Sorry.
6 million plus.
Oh shit, I'm being a app shield. Damn, Thunder is gonna call me a shield for the apps now.
Drivers on the road, 6 million plus. There is no way. There's no way.
Okay, so I think this video is only a month away from your last video where it was 14 million. Now there's only 6 million. What the fuck? How do we go from 6 million a month ago to now 14 million in a month? What the fuck?
There's no way. Even with all the investors on the planet, you're not going to replace 6 million drivers with 6 million self-driving cars.
Joe Biden tried to do that by leaving an open border. That was Joe Biden that tried to do that when he opened up the border. He tried to replace all you $6 million drivers with other $6 million. No, that was Joe Biden that tried that, Cram. Stop. I mean, not Cram, Torp.
If that was even possible, I don't believe it is. Prove me wrong. But let's say they did that. Let's say they got 6 million self-driving cars on the road to replace all of us. Okay. So what happens when 6 million cars on the road? Remember, we don't have to worry about tips anymore. Tips are not a thing anymore. That's over. They won. DoorDash won. No more driver complaints. So how many?
They would still ask for a tip. You know, they're being greedy. You know, they have the little robot. It'd have a little tip pad on it. Say, would you like to leave your robot a tip? And stupid ass humans, because they're fucking dumb, would tip the little robot. And they won't tip their pizza delivery driver, but they would tip the little robot. That's how fucking stupid humans have gotten.
Any insurance companies are going to insure DoorDash over the liabilities of a self-driving car crashing or simply misdelivering the food. You can't blame the driver anymore. Now,
dude, they have to deliver. What are you talking about? They deal with that now. You fucking people dropping food. The fucking humans that they have now drop the fucking food off at the wrong address, steal the fucking food, do all kinds of bad things with the food. So what the fuck? They deal with that now with humans. What the fuck? What the fuck? God damn.
Let that sink in.
Thunder, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you for your political debate? Look at Silicone. Silicone's trying to like hype it up. Look at Silicone trying to hype it up.
If DoorDash can't blame the driver for everything that it
all right, Thunder, you have a good day, man. Be safe.
Fucks up, where does it leave them? Now they gotta blame themselves? Oh, it was AI. Don't look at us. We'll give you a credit. Everybody knows what a credit is. It's kind of bullshit. You know what I mean? It's kind of bullshit. Well, we'll give you the $50 credit, but the next order is going to cost $20 more. So there was no credit there, right? DoorDash drivers have been led to believe one thing, that we are sitting up on a pedestal as platinum drivers and gold drivers. Cherry pickers even think that they're gold. But even if a cherry picker's working for you, you're still liable. The driver in his own car that nobody's helping pay for, they're still liable? Do you really think that DoorDash is going to let that go? Do you really think they're going to give up no responsibility? Let's think about this. If DoorDash has to take full responsibility for all orders being delivered because of a self-driving car that they're 110% responsible for, why would they give that up? Why would they give that up? Right now, it's your fault, guy. Hey, look at you. You're the problem. It's your fault. You're deactivated. You got a contract violation. Your rating just went down. Why would they give that up? What would be their benefit in giving something like that up? I got a better idea. Maybe this is how they look at it, because this is what I'm saying. Maybe it'd be a better idea to just say, let the customers tip $2. Don't make any type of tip mandatory, even knowing it's 110% legal to do so. Spoke about this before. Here it comes again. I walk into restaurants, I see the signs on the wall. 25% gratuity is included in the meal ticket. People know it up front. It makes sense to them. They know if they're going into a restaurant and being served, a gratuity is definitely a thing, right? It's definitely a thing. I know a lot of people come in there with stinky underwear and shit like that. They don't think that anybody else on this planet's important but them, the entitled Karens of the planet. We all know who they are. But wouldn't it be nice if DoorDash would say, you know what? Instead of having the liability, we'll just leave it on the driver. And if they do something stupid, just deactivate them. The lawsuit's over. Just deactivate the driver. Don't ask why, just do it. You know what I mean? Like, they are a Nike on crack. Just do it. Wait a minute, DoorDash. Think about this. If Domino's could get sued for $79 million in 1993, what would be your ticket to pay if you got sued for a bunch of people out there spraying bags with pepper spray, getting into car accidents, losing their minds, and God knows, and God forbid, we ever find out that somebody actually harmed a customer physically? God forbid. I mean that sincerely, God forbid, because that should not be a thing. But do you guys not see that coming? Look where we're heading here. Things are getting physical. A couple got sick. I want to blame them, but at the same time, I do believe that they think they've been convinced that they're justified by tipping $2. They did. It's okay. They looked at the website on YouTube. Drivers make an average of 20 plus an hour, which means an hour. You know what that means? They're assuming we're employees.
Okay.
Even the media did that. They said,
Okay, I don't know how that turned, this $2 tip turned into all that. Blah, blah, blah. That, the way off topic, Torp. So we have to kill it. It was off topic. But it is what it is. But let's see how long we've been on. Almost 2 hours. All right, I got to save some time. I'm only allowed at so many hours here to, are they made of plastic? Yeah, no shit. Yeah, dude, he too easily loses topic too easily. But I'm gonna have to let this one go because I gotta go take care of something, and you know that, and we have to save some time for my debate on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be MAGA Roy versus Progressive Thunder. So if you guys are interested, that'll be Wednesday night. I'll go ahead and I'll put it up for 3 days. I'll go ahead and do a stream for it, and we'll do that. Are you trying to say that Uncle Torp doesn't always? No, he does not stay on Torp. Does not stay on topic at all. He loses his train of thought very easily. So, all right. That being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming in. Hopefully nobody got their feelings hurt tonight or today. But we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. And I'll talk to you guys later.